Spawning in the top left-hand position is our fuchsia, pink, kind of red Protoss, Jaycee.
Jaycee down 0-1 in this match against his opponent, the Teal Zerg. It is Monomaniac's Hendralisk.
Hendralisk with that trolling again. I am going to be 6-pulling his as and.
I don't understand it. Why does he got such a big personality? He's so shy and quiet.
He is.
But online, he's like this dynamo. What's going on?
He is a grandmaster player.
Oh, he's like confident. It's like those guys who are like, in real life, I'm just an accountant. In this world, I'm a level 70 paladin.
Yeah, exactly. And the players are going to be doing some clever banter between each other. It seems like Hendralisk has given his hand out, but this could just be another mind game.
Indeed, mind games are the name of the game. And right now, both players will be content to produce as many workers as they possibly can. Workers are the backbone of any strong army, and both these players do obviously know that. I don't know how our cables get tangled every single time.
This is so awkward.
This is so embarrassing.
Why are your cables touching my cables?
I don't know, dude. My cable's so long, it touches everyone's cable.
Make it stop.
Have you ever been on the subway that's so packed that your cables are touching?
I don't know what you mean by that. But, okay.
Follow the innuendo trail, Nick. Follow the innuendo trail.
You know where you put your cables? No, it's not.
No, you shouldn't say it.
Anyways, Hatchery is going to be going down for Hendralisk here, so he was not going to do the 6-pull. He initially said he was lying.
Lies make baby Jesus cry, Henry.
Yep.
Don't do that.
Nope.
But we do see the Nexus first coming out for Jaycee, so feeling confident, even against a player at the caliber of Hendralisk, feeling totally confident to go Nexus first.
I mean, Jaycee isn't a lowly ranked player too. He's been #1 Masters a couple of times. I had to look at his profile, so definitely some close caliber play here.
Indeed, and you do have to beat the Grandmasters to get into Grandmasters.
Exactly.
So he is definitely gunning for Hendralisk's job. The Protoss probe is moving across the map just to scout out, just to see what is going on in your base, Hendralisk. Are you getting a natural? Maybe even check for a third a little bit later on. Oh, decides to go for pylon play again. Not sure if this is the right choice. This Overlord must see that.
Yeah, the Overlord definitely sees it. I'm not sure why he put it there. He's going to be putting one back here as well.
Maybe a little distraction.
I guess it is getting distracted. It looks like the drone. Oh, double cannon.
Interesting.
What is going on here? It looks like
I like it. I like that move.
Was able to get inside though. It looks like he's canceling again. So many minerals actually being lost right now.
Oh!
He's canceling over. He wants to get this cannon down, and Hendralisk does let it complete. But now the spine crawler has already completed, so it will definitely finish before this cannon does.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a fireworks display for a couple seconds there. All you saw was 75, boom, 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 and it looked like Jaycee was just putting where his pylons were. He just wasn't sure where he would be safe if he dropped one, and now by not watching his probe, he does lose it to just a handful of lings, and now Hendralisk must be laughing. He must say, you messed up, and you messed up big, and against me, you cannot mess up that big.
Exactly.
The spine crawler is almost finished. The cannon actually finishes before the spine crawler, but really, it's just not enough. These lings are enough to buffer the damage, and the spine crawler is enough to do the damage.
Exactly. So now Jaycee is in a bit of a pickle here. Did lose his cannon.
A little bit of a jam, a little bit of a jiffy.
Jiffy, pickle jiffy.
A little bit of a jiffy.
And what is he going to do? He's just going to get that double gas a little earlier. Now this pylon's going to be taken out. Once again, now only at 5 minutes has the gateway started.
My goodness, he must have spent like 500 minerals at that base and got nothing for it. A bunch of lings are streaming in. 6 lings are moving into the base of Jaycee. I'm not sure he'll be able to hold this properly. He has a huge gap in his wall and only one cannon, which will only be able to kill one ling and possibly another one. He does get 2 lings, but still, 3 lings actually go down. Does cut the army in half, but it's not enough. These 3 lings are going to represent a huge problem inside the base of Jaycee.
So once again, we're going to see the test the micro of Jaycee here. Hendralisk with his 3 lings going to be able to stop a couple of these drones from probes from mining right now. So yeah, this is definitely worth it. This is doing the exact damage that he needs. And you know, off the back of this, Hendralisk going to grab a 3rd base. He's keeping the Protoss occupied. He knows how delayed the gateway is. He knows there's not going to be any pressure coming towards him.
Indeed, only 1 zealot producing now. It is just slowly being produced, almost halfway done. A bunch more drones, 8 more drones in production for Hendralisk. Happy to get his economy up while his opponent's struggling to focus on his own. These poor probes are getting just murdered by these Zerglings who are just darting in and out like annoying little race cars, trying to scoot in and poke in and see what they can kill and run out.
And the double extractor is coming down for Hendralisk right now. One Zealot's going to come out, but he will not be able to kill all 3 of the Zerglings because he has to chase 1 at a time. And the other 2 are just doing a number on these pros. Mining gas, 1 pro going down, 2 pros going down, and they're going to get all of the gas pro. Oh, no, 1's going to survive.
And Hendralisk beautiful with his micro. This Zealot has been chasing forever, just on a treadmill trying to reach forward, and he just can't make it. Finally, the misstep on the micro of Hendralisk, but these 2 Lings still represent a problem inside the base. They are being chased around. 1 more Ling goes down. Hendralisk realizes that I'm so far ahead, it really doesn't matter at this point.
And there we go. We see the Roach Warren completing right now. Evo Chamber finishing as well. And there come 4 gates and a Twilight Council going down for our Protoss player. Meanwhile, Hendralisk's base, he's just going to be droning up right now. He's got that 3 bases up, saturating the 3rd one, and it's looking very good for him.
We do see Warp Gate tech being researched at the Cybernetics Core thanks to the GameHeart custom mod we are using for observers. What a wonderful tool it is. You can probably learn more just by checking out GameHeart in Google, and you do see level 1 weapons also going down for our Protoss player. Will be versus level 1 missile attacks for the Roaches of Hendralisk.
Exactly. You can see the Warp Gate delay tech has been so delayed, only completing around at the 8-minute 30 mark. Usually finished way earlier than that. We see the Stalker Zealot push we typically see in a TVP.
But with that spine crawler that was built earlier for the defense of those cannons, he's already got enough defense here where really this doesn't matter to him. This Zealot does seem to want to take care of that 1 Zergling, and the Dark Shrine now finally in production. So this time Jaycee has bought himself enough time where he can produce the Dark Shrine.
But here comes his Overlord Scout into the base. He's going to see everything. Even the Zerglings. The Dark Shrine, though? It's right there.
I don't see it. What? Oh, it's being built. Sorry. That's why I didn't see it.
And even, you know, the Zerglings going around the map and scouting those extra pylons that Jaycee laid down. And Overseer's already being built.
So Hendralisk getting the scout, exactly the scout he needed, also getting his macro hatch. So he is poised in a position to deal with everything that Jaycee has to throw against him. Jaycee is desperately going to try to make an assault on this 3rd base, probably the weakest bastion of the Zerg force, and the Zerg is desperately trying to bring down the rocks to try to get into a defendable position. Only 1 Roach, 2 Lings, and a Queen here to defend. The Queen is close to dead, but 3 base all in, Jaycee? So these drones are trying to drift across the map, trying to take a little bit of the damage. The Stalker does go down quickly to this Roach reinforcement, and Hendralisk knows he's not against 3 bases. The 3rd base is only now being built for Jaycee.
Exactly. No Dark Templars being warped in. Quite a smart play there. If he did warp them in, it would be quite a waste, especially with those Overseers already up. Gonna try to grab this 3rd base, but now with the Roach numbers getting higher and higher for Hendralisk, a push would all it would take to destroy this Protoss base.
Indeed, still more Overseers in production. Hendralisk wants to take no chances, knows that DTs are the most annoying unit he could possibly face in this matchup. Maybe second to Phoenix. Phoenix are pretty annoying, I'm pretty sure. This 1 pylon stands no chance against those Roaches, and there's still pylons all over the map, and 1 more DT comes in, but again, the placement of these Overlords is very clever and defends easily against this invisible attack.
And look at that, Overseers at every single base. No Dark Templars are going to go in, and here comes the Roaches. They're going to come in. Only a couple sentries and a cannon to defend here, trying to tickle down that rock, but you can never tickle a rock because rocks are not human.
Wow. The bunch of Roaches do come in, and Jaycee's heart's got a sink. A couple force fields are decent to trap 2 Roaches, but they still escape with their life because Roaches are the strongest unit in the game with the most HP and the most armor ever. And now here they come into the front, busting down that cannon, which has absolutely no clout here, and 1 Immortal comes out just in time to try to save the day. But look at the numbers of Roaches. A couple more force fields in the front. The corruption on the building prevents anything from happening there, and the Roaches now just skirt around to the 3rd, which has 2 cannons.
It looks like there's being an attack from both sides here. Look at that amazing UI. We can see exactly what's going on. Roaches running up into the main base. Roaches assaulting the 3rd base. We zoomed out even more. Holy, we can see everything.
There's more, and now the Roach numbers, even though they're split, they're still greater in number than anything, and it looks like Jaycee has actually blocked his forces inside of his natural. I don't know how, but he actually blocked all of his units inside of a building base inside of his natural. Anyways, this Immortal is desperately trying to kill all of these Roaches, and the sentries are coming into attack as well. The 3rd base has been destroyed. The main base has been destroyed. The natural is now under siege.
And here we go. This is basically all she wrote here. Protoss army coming out. Look at that zoom out, zooming in, and we can see everything that's happening right there. Zerglings and Roaches doing so much damage. Protoss stuck on that ramp. Nice force field there, getting a good trap, but there's just not enough DPS has to take out all the roaches. Roaches focus firing out all the sentries. They are out of energy, and all that is left is these Immortals blasting away at these roaches.
The Immortals are really trying to do as much damage as they can to those armored units, and indeed they do a lot of damage, but unfortunately in this situation there's just too many roaches. And this is Hendralisk's MO. He doesn't like to just go back to a macro game after doing small battle victories. He loves to just keep pushing and throttling his opponents to victory.
And here come the roaches, going to be sniping down that base. Now it's just the Immortals and probes to defend the last remaining bastion of ire, and Jaycee calls the
GG indeed. So some quick matches. Hendralisk takes